Hey everyone, I'm Krista, and welcome back to the Best Health Positively podcast, where we're talking all things health, anything from habits and mindset to energy and metabolism. And I'm really focused on topics that I think will be helpful to you all in taking steps toward your best health, because that's what this podcast is all about. So I'm glad you're here today. I want to start by sharing one of the great quotes from the incredible book, in my opinion, Atomic Habits by James Clear. And if you're not familiar with the book, it's based on a method he uses to help people build habits. So I've highlighted a lot in this book, but today I want to share one of the quotes that I've found to be really powerful and one that I've returned to again and again. And it's this: every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. And it's a short quote, but there's a lot of significance there. It puts habits into a whole new category. Rather than simply thinking about habits in relation to being productive and not really taking anything away from that, it's true, habits can certainly help us be productive. But this idea that, again, quote, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become, this emphasizes the meaning behind our actions. So if we think of habits in terms of the type of person we want to be, maybe, for example, you want to be the type of person who takes care of your body, or you want to be the type of person who focuses on what you can control rather than worrying about everything, then this really ties our actions and behaviors to the type of person we want to be. So with the example I just mentioned, if you decide, I want to be the type of person who takes care of my body, for example, then you think about what that type of person does, and then you list daily actions or behaviors that that type of person would engage in. So it's a different way to think about things rather than simply thinking about, what do we want to do? And this is key because so often we don't feel like doing whatever it is we're planning to do. But if we take it a step further and ask ourselves who we want to be, that's an entirely different question. And that causes us to think in a different way. So to take it a step further, this quote brings our attention to, quote, every action we take. And that means we're paying attention to the small actions, the small things we do every day, the ones that we're sometimes doing and maybe saying to ourselves, does this little thing, this one thing really matter? And maybe we do it, maybe we don't. Maybe we talk ourselves out of it because we think it's small and doesn't really matter. But the small things do matter. And these small actions are compounded over time, kind of like compounded interest. And then they make a meaningful difference over the long run. So for example, maybe you're taking a 5-minute walk after dinner and you think it doesn't matter because day to day, everything seems the same. But when you do this simple thing and you do it for weeks or months, that 5-minute walk after dinner makes a huge difference in terms of your metabolism and your risk for diabetes. Now, that's just one example. So this could be a tool for you, a way to approach things a little differently. If you usually work with goals, maybe this method shakes it up a little bit. Rather than listing your goals, maybe you spend some time thinking about things and brainstorming, asking yourself, what kind of person do I want to become in the next couple of months, say? And maybe that brings up something kind of different for you. And then you can decide to take some steps based on how you answer that question. And as I mentioned before, this can be related to anything you want to focus on. Maybe it's relationships, movement, mindfulness, mindset, whatever it is. This will be customized to you. It's not a one-size-fits-all type of thing. It's got to be individualized to what you want to focus on. So just to wrap up, you can tell I love this concept. I think it's a fun way to approach what you're trying to work on or move towards in terms of your health. And I think it's a helpful way to approach habits. As I mentioned earlier, maybe this is just a reminder for you, but I hope it's helpful. I hope it gets you thinking about the small actions you're already taking, or maybe the ones you'll start taking, and how all of these contribute to who you want to be rather than simply what you want to do. So reach out and let me know what you think, or if you have questions, or maybe you have something in mind that you'd like to work on but need some direction and just getting started. I hope you'll email me at kristanavisky@gmail.com. I'd love to help, and just thanks for listening. I'll see you here again next time.